Alright! Hopping straight into this one, boys. Gonna go right in, we're gonna fucking fuck this guy up, alright. Fuck you. Gonna shoot you with what the fuck? You just blocked me with an invisible wall. Fuck this guy, am I right, guys? It's fucking hilarious. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, down in the corner. Down in the corner. Oh, fuck. Alright, guys, alright. This guy's a fucking mask. For some reason, they put a mask into this game. He's a boss. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it right there. Ah, he fucking got me, dude. I was not paying attention to that one. Was not. Wasn't paying any attention to that. That reminds me of a story. So this one time, it was my girlfriend's birthday coming up. Fuck. You know, it was my girlfriend's birthday's coming up, right? So I go to my girlfriend. I'm gonna go to her and say, "Hey, what do you want for your birthday?" And she says, "Oh, all I want is you." And I'm like, I'm fucking fucked. Cause I'm, you know, like when a girl says, "All I want is you" for like fucking Christmas, you gotta get her something really good. And I have like no money at this point. So, crap, I would've killed him too. So I'm walking down the road. I'm like, fuck can I get for like $10? That's actually gonna be useful for my girlfriend. And I'm walking down the street, and I'm like, I see it. It's the toaster store. So I go to this toaster store. What the fuck? I should have killed him. Anyway, I go to this toaster store and I walk in. There's this guy there named Thomas, and I say, "Hey Thomas, what's the best toaster you got for $10?" Says, "Best toaster I got for $10 is this one right here," and he like points to some like shitty toaster that like I could have made out of like fucking, I don't know, a homeless guy's penis or something like that. And anyway, I thought he should be fucking dead. Anyway, I'm just like, "Oh man, that's not good for $10. No, I can give you 20. And he's like, "For 20 you can have this one right here." He points to even shittier. I'm like, how does that make sense? It's a worse toaster for more money. But anyway, he's fucking dead. Anyway, I go up to this guy Thomas and I say, "Listen, man, it's my girlfriend's birthday coming up. I'm getting her a toaster because she likes to make Pop-Tarts every morning. I want her to get a toaster that it can get her lots of Pop-Tarts. Make her Pop-Tarts in like half a minute." And I gotta turn down the volume real quick. Anyway, yeah, I'm talking to this guy and he's like, "You know, sounds like I can help you with that." And I'm like, "Really?" And he says, "Yeah. Come to the alleyway at 8 o'clock tonight. I can help you with that." And like, dang, that doesn't sound ominous at all. I mean, I think that's a perfectly safe, fine place to meet someone. So at 8 o'clock I go there, and he's like in a weird like a hooded robe and stuff, and I'm like, "Hey, this guy's pretty casual, you know, pretty casual outfit he's got on here." So anyway, I'm talking to this guy and he says, "All right, this is why I brought you here." And he leads me down the alley, and I see it. The Biochemical Reactor Core 2000 toaster. And I say, "Oh my god, what is this thing?" And he says, "It's the Biochemical Nuclear Reactor 2000. It can make Pop-Tarts in half a second." And I'm like, holy shit. So I'm like, "Hey man, how much is it?" And he says, $1 million. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm not gonna buy that for $1 million. And he's like, "Oh, can you buy it for $10? I'm like, fuck you. So I take out the shank I keep in my back pocket and I slit his throat. And then I just fucking take the toaster. No regrets at all from that. So I take the toaster. I'm like, "Hey, this is pretty cool." And then I hear some sounds. I'm like, I'm like, "Oh fuck, how do the police know already?" And the police come in here and they're like looking at me like, "You just fucking killed a guy to take a toaster." I'm like, "Yeah, I can make a Pop-Tart in like half a second." They're like, "Dang, still got arrested though." And I'm like, "Alright." So I take my instant teleportation device out of my back pocket and I press it and I get teleported to this weird ass like planet. It's made completely out of ice, and I'm like, fuck this place. So I press it again and I end up on this like weird desert planet that has like 2 suns or something. There's like people getting like water out of the air because it's so dry there. I'm like, this doesn't look like a good place to live. So I go back down, I press it again, and I end up on this forest planet called Woundai. And I'm like, hey, Woundai, that's a pretty dank place. I guess I'll just go there then. So I'm there with my toaster, and I'm like in the wilds of Woundai. I'm like, man, what am I gonna have to eat? Then I see it. I see it. Pop-Tarts growing on trees. I'm like, ah, shit. So I take a Pop-Tart. I plug my toaster into the nearest outlet. It's just in the fucking ground for some reason. I plug it in, and then I make a toaster, and it takes 2 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I realize that I didn't put it in right. I'm like, oh, okay. So I make another Pop-Tart, yeah. And it takes half a second. I'm like, holy shit. So I do it again, right? I fucking put it, I do it again. I make like, I freaking live off of Pop-Tarts for like a month. And then, one day I'm voyaging through the forest to find more Pop-Tarts. And I see this guy, it's like crying. I'm like, hey man, what's your name? Why are you crying? The guy says, my name is Jerry, and I found out my best friend, Thomas the Toaster Man, died on Earth. And I'm like, shit. I killed this guy's friend. So I'm thinking, oh shit, what can I do? I'm like, I obviously don't want to tell him this, because he's just gonna get fucking mad, probably like shank me or something. And I'm like, alright dude. Alright dude. Tell you what. Come with me. I'll make you some Pop-Tarts. We can live together. How about that? So we start living together, and I show him this toaster that can make a Pop-Tart in half a second. And he got a little suspicious of that. I'm not really sure why, but he was pretty suspicious of that. And I'm just thinking, man, this guy is like really suspicious of me for some reason. It's definitely not because I have the toaster that is like best friend made or something like that. That's his dead best friend. And so I got a little distracted by the game right there. And I'm like, ah, shit. Anyway, so we become pretty good friends. He loses his suspicion of me. And I fucking kill this night dude. One sec. And one day I just decide that I have to tell him. I say, listen dude, I'm gonna own up to it. I was the guy that killed your friend, Thomas the Toaster Dude. And he got mad. And he starts cussing me out, and then he takes a goddamn revolver out of his fucking anal cavity and starts shooting it at me. And like, what the hell, why do you have a fucking, why do you have a revolver in your ass? And he's like, because I knew that you killed him. I'm like, why didn't you kill me then? Because you didn't say it. Like, that's pretty fucking stupid. So anyway, I'm running, and then I see this lake filled with milk. And I'm like, listen dude, there's a lake filled with milk. I'm not actually saying this out loud, by the way. I'm like, I can push this guy in, he'll drown. So I lead him to this lake, and I push in Jerry after a lot of struggle and conflict. And this guy, he's like, alright. I took fucking swim lessons. I'm like, god damn it. So we're fighting. I jump in and I start punching him. We're fighting. I actually don't have my shank in my back pocket. I left it on Earth. So I'm a little worried I'm gonna lose this fight. And then finally, I knock him out, and I'm like, oh, thank God. So I start running. I grab the biochemical toaster, 2000 nuclear, whatever the fuck it was called again. I don't remember. I'm making this story up, and I fucking I take it. And I'm like, alright man, I gotta get off this planet. So I press the teleportation button, and I end up on this new planet called, fucking, I don't know, with some weird gay-ass planet made of ice or something like that. And I'm like, alright, this is a decent place, so I guess I'll live here. I lived on an ice planet for like a year. and I'm just you know, we're chilling on this ice planet, get it, and oh, that was close. Anyway, I'm just on this ice planet, you know, minding my own business. In the sky, I see Jerry's face, just a giant version of Jerry's face. And this guy is, I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? How does he even know I'm here? And why does he have a giant version of his face? And he says, I'm a fucking robot. And I'm like, oh my god, Jerry's a robot. And then I realize that since he's a robot, he knows exactly where I am at all times. So I'm like, oh shit. So he starts firing his fucking giant lasers at me, like, ah shit. I start running, and goes, pew, 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 pew. Some fucking like orchestra comes out, it's like dun 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 dun, freaking playing orchestra music, like all dramatic and shit. And I'm like, all right. I run back. I grab my biochemical toaster because that's the most important thing in my life at this point. And I grab it. I grab my instant teleportation device and I teleport back to fucking Woonda. I'm like, what are the odds of that? What are the odds? So then his giant face shows up in the sky again. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go and I go on like next to him. I'm like, all right, dude. Alright, we can work out some sort of peace treaty, you know, like America and North Korea can, man. Let's go. And he's like, no, you kill my friend, I kill you. And I'm like, ah shit. So we end up having this giant duel. He's fucking shooting lasers. I'm just teleporting about randomly. He's like fucking shooting lasers, and I'm just like teleporting around randomly. And we just do this for like actually quite a long time. And I don't want to admit how long it was, but it was a long time. So, we're doing this, and eventually, I end up back on Earth. I'm like, Earth? I grew up, this is my home planet. And, fuck. Anyway, so I'm running through it, and I fall into this giant ravine, like, you know, in Minecraft. So I'm like, ah, shit, but I landed in like, an underground river that had formed a ravine. So I'm like, okay, it's good. It's good, I can fucking do this. So, I'm in this ravine, he can't see me. I'm like, guess what, Jerry, you can't see me. And he's like, I can fucking hear you when you say that. I'm like, oh, nah, excuse me, oh shit, he can hear me. Why'd I even scream at him? So anyway, I'm running through, and then the fucking guy, Hugh Hefner himself, is standing next to me. I'm like, oh, it's Hugh Hefner, creator of Playboy. And he's like, yeah, it's me, Sonny. And I'm like, damn, I never thought I would actually meet somebody as famous as you. And he's like, oh, it's no problem. And can I help you in any way? And I'm like, yeah, I got this giant robot guy chasing me. And he doesn't believe me. I'm like, just do please, anything. And he's like, alright, load up into the Hefner mobile. So I get into the Hefner mobile. And it's basically just like fucking got pictures of naked woman all over it. And I was like, alright, this is pretty dope. And then Jerry's face shows up in the sky. I'm like, listen, dude, I'm sorry. I killed your friend, dude. I'm sorry. And he's like, that's not good enough. So I'm like, Hugh Hefner is like, alright, I believe you now. He presses a button, and the Hefner mobile turns into the Hefner war robot. And I'm just fucking in the cockpit, and I'm like, how do you fucking control this thing? And Hugh Hefner's like, don't worry, you'll figure it out, kid. I'm fucking out. So he just like presses a button, and he just falls, and he just lands with a bunch of like naked women around him. And I'm just like, oh shit, I have this giant like fucking battle mech I'm in now. So me and Jerry just start duking it out, like boom, 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 fucking everywhere. There's like sparks and robot metal everywhere. And I finally use my Playboy missiles on this guy, and fuck. And I finally get a lucky hit on. And he's like, you cannot stop me. I am a robot. Robots are immortal. And I'm like, oh shit, he's right. So he just fucking kills me. And I come back after I go to the afterlife, and I'm like, alright, dude, I'm back. I'm back in black. And he says, you're still white as fuck. And I'm like, god damn. So I take out an icebreaker sour, the orange kind, and I throw it, and it lands in his mouth. And he says, holy shit, this tastes delicious. So I keep throwing those into his mouth, and he's like, the flavor of sourness is like making him like go crazy. And fuck that guy. So anyway, yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna resume this story the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Sergeant Jew. I'm out.